Like, everybody does not deserve to experience every version of you, because they probably wouldn't know how to handle it. You met this girl in the club, all y'all do is link up at the club. Why would you expect her to be on her business stuff when she just prioritizes being at the club every week? I'm not letting no man lead me, and I feel like you can't even lead yourself to doing stuff you need to do for yourself. Hey guys, it's your girl Unique B, who bigger than she, and we back with another for your freaking mother. As you see by the title today, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me / chit chat / getting to know me, because I have a lot of new supporters. I don't want to call y'all followers, because I hate when people call people followers, because followers is crazy. Supporters, I have a lot of new supporters, and even a lot of people that's been watching me that I want to get to know me on a better level. Also, I want to start something new on my channel where I'm starting to show the more girly side of me, because I feel like I get ready with me all the time and I never show you guys. Just like I like to yap and I never show you guys. So with that being said, now mini disclaimer, I don't do makeup for real as like a typical thing all the time. I know how to do a little 1-2 that I feel like would look good, but I don't do makeup. So with that being said, if y'all want to see me doing like sit down videos like once a week or once every blue moon and I just yap it up, oh, my other light died. It's alright, because my light's being bipolar right now. But if y'all want to see me do more videos like that, make sure to comment down below, and let's just get into this chit chat, you know. I'm gonna start with my hair. I don't know what hairstyle I want to do. I think I want to go for pin up, like, because this is a middle part but it's also a side. So what I think I want to do is do a side part with a little curl and then have like a updo kind of vibe. So I'm gonna look it up. I don't even have bobby pins. I could probably do without. Let's see. I really had this styling for what, a couple days, and I haven't styled it. Besides the middle part and having a scarf on or a hat on, I have not styled this style. Oh, these are cute. I could even do a side part. But I want to do something like, you know, I'm going to just show y'all. Something like this. Or even something like this maybe. Probably not the fishtail, but like an updo like this. Since it's already like a middle part, I feel like a middle part would be easier. Like I just do the 2 down or something like that, and then, but then it's like, I don't know, because the 2 down would be cute, and then have it up, a little updo, but then I feel like a side part. I gotta figure this out first. Then I feel like a side part updo would be so tea, because this whole piece, but it, like, I don't know, because, let me see. Like a little side part updo, because this whole piece would be up, down. I kind of was going for a side part updo, so I think what I'm gonna do is a side part updo. Yeah, that's gonna be cute. So we're gonna try a side part updo, and yeah, I kind of showed y'all how I did this hairstyle on my hair page TikTok. I'll have it on the screen somewhere. So if y'all want to see me do that, then yeah. But also if y'all want to see me do more hair content on here, which I think I'm gonna start doing, because I am literally a hairstylist and I can show y'all how to do your hair baddie on a budget. And I also be showing y'all little tips and gems on how to be a baddie on a budget on my Instagram, my TikTok, so make sure y'all go follow that. And we just gonna jump into this little chit chat. Get ready with me. Now, another disclaimer, I'm not going anywhere, but you know, like, it's Sunday, I'm gonna get pretty for the Lord. I already listened to my I already watched the sermon for today, and it's 10 in the morning, and I'm very much blessed because I realized I've been praying to wake up earlier and get stuff done early today. I already did everything. I already took my shower, I already washed my face, I already did everything. I didn't eat yet, but you know what we're about to eat? Just get ready with me. So let's just get to it. Thank you. So the first one is, what's the biggest lesson that my 20s taught me this far? Well, I'm only 21, so baby, we gonna slow down on the 20s. But I feel like if I'm gonna talk about like being an adult, period, the person you once were, you're obviously going to evolve into a new person, because we're supposed to. So if you find yourself still acting like the same person you were in high school, baby, maybe you need to have a self-evaluation, because baby, I sure did. God sat me down and said, girl, listen. He humbled me in the most serious ways, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna run with it. So I feel like one thing I could say is I've learned that I'm going to be a new person. Now, when becoming this new person, you have to give yourself grace and peace of mind. And I'm looking at y'all, but I'm also looking in the mirror because I literally have to, like, we're gonna try it. But I feel like, yes, and when becoming this person, you should give yourself grace and peace of mind, because you are becoming someone you have never been before. So when becoming this person you have never been before, you have to give yourself peace and grace. And like, you've never been this person before. You don't know how you're gonna react. You don't know how, like, it's just a whole new ball game. Just like when you graduate high school, I feel like graduating high school, you might have this certain goal or aspect in your life that you're like, okay, I want to do this and this. And then you graduate high school, you go to college, or even if you don't go to college, and then it's like boom. And it's a whole nother, it's like a whole nother, like, because I feel like in high school, I mean, this is not really part of the question, but it is a little bit. But like, I feel like in high school, I had this whole, well, it's not really different, but I feel like, okay, let me just talk about it. So I feel like in high school, I had this whole game plan in my head. Like, I was going to move to Atlanta. I was going to go to college out there. By 21, I was going to graduate, have my dream lifestyle. Well, 21, 22 actually, because 22, next year, if I would have went to college, like if I would have went to college, I would have been graduated next year. But I feel like if I would have did these things, like I feel like I had this whole game plan narrative planned out or whatever. So once I officially graduated high school, it wasn't even that my goal has changed from now. I just feel like I have changed as like another person. Like, I'm not the same person that I was. So the way I was thinking about stuff, like I was just gonna up and go and just do all of these things. But I'm also an overthinker, so I feel like I should have just up and went. But I feel like, okay, so with that being said, I feel like after high school happened, I literally, is my ear coming out? I feel like after high school happened, okay, so I guess my biggest lesson is to just go with your first plan, try it out, because you never know if it's going to be a good outcome from it. I didn't even go with the first plan yet, but we're going to finish talking about what I was saying. So basically, I feel like in high school, I had this whole game plan, like from 10th grade, and I graduated in 2022, it's 2025 now, and I felt like I had this whole game plan that, like, once I graduated high school, I was going to basically, like, move to Atlanta, have my husky, be graduating with my fashion degree, all of these things. And I wanted to have a fashion boutique, all that stuff. And it's not like, it's funny because I was like, no, that's not realistic. Like, I started getting in my head about people saying stuff like, oh no, that's just not realistic. Like, you think you're gonna make a living. But it was negative people that's still working 9 to 5 as 50, 60 years old. Like, not saying that that's how old people were, but they're just the same people that just never took a risk. And I felt like I was taking advice. That's another thing. Don't take advice from people that never took a risk, because you are the same people that stayed in your hometown, got pregnant, and do nothing with your life. Oh no, because my baby comes first. And nobody's saying your baby doesn't come first, but I'm also saying, like, you taking advice from people, you won't know something until you try it out. Like, I feel like the way I am with my content creating journey now, and how I just became way more intentional. And I think my last thing on this question is just be more intentional, because I feel like the way I am now with my content, I wouldn't have expected me. It's like, I'm not where I want to be with my goal with it, but I feel like where I'm at with it, I'm at a very good spot where it's like, I'm getting brand collaborations, I'm getting recognition, I'm getting people and like trying to invite me on like sit downs, podcasts, like, all these good things. It's like, brands giving me free services, and just because I feel like they like the community I'm building for myself. And I feel like slow pace, this is the last one. Okay, this is the last one, because I could talk about this topic all day, but I feel like this is the last one. I feel like move at your own pace, because one of the YouTubers that you could be watching, for example, you could be watching somebody that's the same age as you. I'm 21. I could give a perfect example right now. Taiki, or my friend Mario, or something like that. Well, I'm going to talk about females. Taiki J, she's 21. We're the same age. She's turning 22 in December. I know this because I've been watching her for so long, since she probably started her journey. And literally, she got her car, she got her crib, she's a wig influencer, and she literally started off doing, she probably had a good 5 to 10 videos before she blew up officially. Her first video blew up officially, and she just kept going, and she just kept blowing up, and that's good. And then she kept being consistent. And I feel like I was trying to compare myself to her because I've been doing YouTube since I was in like 10th grade. I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't even know what I was trying to do. I was just doing stuff. But I feel like I was comparing myself to her because it's just like, girl, like, you literally have over 100,000 and I've been doing this a little bit longer than you. So that's why I say everybody's journey is different. Because then my other friend, like I said, I wasn't going to talk about males in here, but it doesn't really matter. My friend Mario, I've met him on TikTok one day, some TikTok live. He literally started with like under 10K. His goal was under 10K. He was just going live all the time, going live all the time, going live all the time. And I just kept seeing his lives. And then one day, I remember the Cooking with Kaya trend or the Cooking with People trend. Literally, he did that video and he, like, honestly, I feel like he probably studied the algorithm to know exactly what would do good for him, exactly what he did, stuff that he wanted to do that would, like, you know. But basically, he literally went from, and I watched it, it was literally, I met him like at the end of the summer and he blew up by the end of 2024. He literally now is sitting at 500K followers on TikTok right now, and I'm super proud of him. Super proud of him. But it's just like, that's what I'm saying, like, your growth could be different from other people, because since he was like posting for like a short amount of time, then feel me, other people, it's like that doesn't matter, because I could start reposting this whole time and then I can blow up tomorrow and I can have 1 million followers. You get what I'm saying? So don't compare yourself to others, because others aren't you and everybody's journey is different. And that's just gonna be the end of that question. The next question is, what's your get yourself together routine when life is a mess? So what's my get myself together routine when my life is a mess? Okay, so the first one is soak in your emotions, because don't allow yourself not to feel these emotions, because if you allow yourself not to feel these emotions, I promise you it's just going to be 10 times worse in the end. Like, you literally have to let yourself feel these emotions, because if you don't, like I said, it's just take it from somebody that's been fighting depression since she was 14. You have to let yourself feel these emotions. If you're mad, you're happy, you're sad, give yourself 5 minutes to sit in your emotions. So once I give myself, okay, sometimes when it's depression, like sometimes I give myself at least 5 days to soak in it, because depression is not easy. It's not something that you just, like, nobody wants to be depressed. Like, come on now. If you want to be depressed, I am literally praying for you, because I don't be wanting to be depressed. It's just one of those things that sometimes it just happens. If it happens, it happens, but you have to know how to deal with it. So let yourself feel these emotions, and then once you let yourself feel these emotions, get up and do stuff that makes you happy, and get up and do stuff to be productive. I feel like I always say, it's kind of a different scenario, but I always say this in period. I'll say, like, if you're tripping by the guy, then you're not busy enough. I feel like it's the same thing. Like, if you're tripping on depression, then you just not busy enough, or you just not doing stuff that's like benefiting you, and that's kind of how people get burnout or depression. So I would say allow yourself to feel the emotions. Then I'll get up, I'll probably wash my sheets, because I done been depressed in there, snotty nose, or depressed in my bed for the past couple days. Don't nobody want to be sleeping on no snotty nose sheets now, especially when you're trying to do something you don't want to do. Clean up your room, because I know if you're depressed, your room is bad, your room ain't clean, you probably got some old food or stuff like that sitting in your room. So make sure you clean that up. And once you do that, then I feel like just do everything that you want to do to become your better self. I always say operate in your higher energy. Like, operate in your higher energy, because when you're operating as your higher self, you cannot lose. Like, you're showing up as somebody you want to become. And habits don't happen overnight. I've been saying this the last couple days. Like, habits don't happen overnight. Like, you have to give yourself time. Like I said, you're becoming somebody you've never been before. So maybe you've been fighting depression for a while, and now you're just in that felt, like, you don't want to be depressed no more. So you're trying to keep everything to stay out of it. And that's fine. You know, you're going to have a couple little trickle downs before you get that. But I feel like once you really just, I'm losing the plot here. But basically, just allow yourself to feel them emotions. Get up, clean your bed sheets, get cute, do your hair. I'm not gonna lie, before I did my hair, it was a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. Before I put this hairstyle in, I was a little sad. So we're gonna be real transparent. Like, you have to let yourself feel these emotions and then do the stuff that makes you happy. Like, what's going on? Let me fix this braid and I'll be back. But allow yourself to feel those emotions, and then once you allow yourself to feel those emotions, that's when you can basically figure everything else out for yourself, because everything else is just gonna flow naturally, because you're showing up for yourself. So if you don't show up for yourself, baby, what you think gonna happen? No, you not showing up for yourself, ain't nobody gonna show up to save you. Abdul, I don't know how it's coming out, but listen, at the back of my head, at the end of the day, I can't see it. So that is a problem. So we gonna keep trying it, but if it don't come out right, baby, we gonna switch it up. Do you believe in fake it till you make it, and has it worked for me? So do I believe in fake it till I make it, and has it worked for me? I'm a firm believer of fake it till you make it. You ever seen that Rihanna meme where it's like, I don't know, she said something like that. Basically, fake it till you make it, even when you don't feel like it, don't show up. And I don't have no bobby pins, so I don't know how this is about to work. But I want to go for a messy little chaotic look, but a messy little chaotic, clean chaotic look. Like, it's not too intentionally put together. But anyways, we're going to try. If it don't work out, listen, I'm telling you, I'm switching it back. I'm going to just do a curly side part. But anyway, I feel like I am a firm believer of fake it till you make it, because I feel like I'm a firm believer of never let them see you down. So I feel like a lot of the time, as a colored person in America, because I feel like not even just like, even I can't even just say colored people, but I'm speaking up from my point of view as a colored woman in America that raised herself. And you know how people treat colored others, let's say others, because I feel like I get treated very differently. I'm sorry, this part's missing. But I feel like I get treated very differently being in a state that's not very, you know, set up for our success, if that makes sense. So I feel like just being out here, I'm just going to speak from my experience out here. I feel like being out here, or just being anywhere like that I feel like it could kind of like, you know, it could kind of mess you up a little bit, where it's just like, dang, like, you know, down to like certain jobs that I feel like I overly qualified for, they're not accepting it. Like, it was going good until they seen you and stuff like that. And it's just like, being like that person, I gotta fake it till I make it, because at the end of the day, y'all don't know who I am outside of these places. Y'all don't know who goes through what outside of their household. Like, y'all don't know who goes through what inside their household. Like, on this camera, y'all don't know what I go through out when I turn this camera off, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like fake it till you make it mentality, it just helps you like start operating in that. Like I said, start operating as the person you want to become. So even if you're not where you want to be right now, still like do things so you feel like you are finally at that place. Because I feel like I said, never let them see you sweat. I think that's what she said, never let them see you sweat. Because yeah, but I feel like that's definitely a big thing I can say. This is not curling my hair whatsoever, and it's so weird because guys, I be flat ironing my hair, curling my hair with this flat iron damn near every day. The fake it till you make it mentality could definitely prepare you for things that are to come and set you up for success, because I feel like confidence is key. So even if you don't know what the hell you're talking about, act like you know what the hell you're talking about. If somebody bullies you into thinking that you ugly, or you too big, or you too skinny, or you too dark, or you too light, still act like that person you want to become, because at the end of the day, confidence is key. A lot of these people that be bashing people down like that don't even be confident in themselves. Like, that is a fun fact. A lot of people don't be confident, and I feel like that's why I lost a lot of people down for. Y'all not confident in nothing. I feel like confidence has never been a problem with me, which is a blessing, because I feel like as a younger kid, I was like a darker girl. Like, I used to be in the sun a lot. I was an outside kid. Like, I used to be like a little tomboy or whatever, and I used to be in the sun a lot. Like, when I say a lot, like being in the sun, I am struggling right now. If y'all want, y'all could buy me a curling iron if y'all judging. Anyway, I feel like being a colored girl growing up and just being like a darker pigmented girl, because I used to be in the sun a lot, like I was way darker than I am now. And I feel like I told myself I didn't want to get that dark again, but then at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, we are melanated people. Like, for me, you can't keep doing that to yourself. And I feel like I just felt so, like, people used to bully me, like, you look like a black and mild, you look like charcoal. Like, just calling me all these racial slurs. And even though they were dark colored people too, they weren't as dark, so it kind of made me feel insecure about myself. And then I was always skinny, because people that are bullies, they're probably the same people that's going through stuff where, like, somebody that was calling me like a dark skinny girl, somebody was probably calling them a fat something. Like, there's always projection, like, especially in bullying. So if people are bullying you, they're projecting some type of negative energy that people are projecting onto them. I feel like you should fake it till you make it, because baby, at the end of the day, we only live one life. You only get one. You only get one shot. I don't know, when people be like, you get reincarnated and you go to these places and you come back as these things. I don't want to come back as a Billy Goat. You know what? I want to live the life that I live now. I'm a 20-year-old girl in 2025. We got technology where I can show you how much of a baddie I be in every day. Like, I can show you my life because I want to. We're not in the 90s where we forced to, like, it's just certain stuff I feel like people are not enough grateful for. But hey, so I will say fake to make it. Now I will be attempting to figure this out before I come back with the next question, because I feel like I don't want to take too long on this chaotic hairstyle, because I never even tried to do this hairstyle before. So we'll be back once I figure something out with this, okay? I don't know if I'm messing with it, but we're gonna try to finish it up a little bit and see how that go. What's one thing I do that makes me feel like that girl? Maintenance. Maintenance. I feel like every time I feel like back to what I was saying kind of in the last one, I feel like every time I'm not feeling like myself, I literally go do my hair. Because apparently you ain't look in the mirror this morning. Because what you mean you feel like you not that girl? You that girl yesterday, today, tomorrow, since the day you was born, you've been that girl. And you have to have that type of mentality in order to obviously feel like that girl. I feel like to be that girl, you have to have that mentality. But also to be that girl, you have to be a sweet girl. You have to be a nice girl. You have to be a loving girl. You have to be the girl that everybody remembers. Like, I feel like anybody that encountered me, hopefully, they have a good impact, like, off of, like, the stuff I did for them, like, just stuff I gave them wisdom on, like, just being there, just being a sweet person. Because when you are a negative Nancy, they gonna remember you. But they're not gonna remember you as that girl. They're gonna remember you as a freaking, you know what, I ain't even gonna say it because I've been doing good but not cursing too much. But I feel like they're not gonna remember you in a positive, like, light. And I feel like if people don't remember you in a positive way, you're not that girl. You're not the girl that you think you are. So if you think you're that girl, you're not that girl. Like, you have to be nice to people. Like, you have to walk with grace, move with peace. Now it might be days where it's like people that really deserve it, and I feel like to make you that girl, the people that deserve it, don't even give them that satisfaction today. Because once you move with grace and you kill them with kindness, they're gonna be like, wow, like, I could never get like that. I'm just gonna be the most negative person ever. And I feel like I had to teach myself that, because I'm speaking off of stuff I've been through. Because I used to be the negative, not really too negative, but I used to be like the angry girl, and just like, I was not that girl. So in order to be that girl, I do my maintenance and I keep my mental right, and I just be honestly kind to people. Like, just be kind to people, because you never know in the future, or you never know, period, who they may know or what that might do for you in the future. When you're nice to people, the universe rewards people that deserve it. Keep that in mind every time that you feel like you just are just not feeling like that girl. So when it comes to that, this piece is frying me, and I am frying it. You see that? What is that? Like, this is not. What if I do a little? Hell no. This is very chaotic. How y'all thinking that? What y'all thinking down below? I'm about to, maybe if I try with my smaller flat iron. Yeah, let me go try with the smaller flat iron, because I feel like right now I'm just making a mess of myself. Like, I feel like it has potential, but for one, I don't have no bobby pins, and these pins keep coming out. And for two, my flat ironing is embarrassing me today, because what do you mean you don't want to stay? But I feel like it's coming out cute, like it's giving like wedding hair. The only thing that's getting me mad is the back of my head. Like, what is that? But like I said, out of sight, out of mind. I think what I also want to do is, I have these really cute pink ones. So I think I want to kind of like add them to like my hair to match my shirt. You see, like, that's so cute. Okay, maybe. Let me try the other flat iron. Let me fix it up. I'm going to fix it up and come back, because I feel like it has potential. It has some type of potential. So I ended up putting these pink curls in. I was going for it because that hairstyle that I was just trying, it was just not working. I have to try it again when I have actual bobby pins. But this little messy look, I just pinned them up so they could stay while I do my little bit of makeup. But they were just not cooperating with what I had going on. Like the updo, it could have been cute, but I feel like the way some of my tracks are laying is just not yeah, like they're not laid the right way for that hairstyle. And maybe it is, and maybe it's just the bobby pins, or maybe it's just because like the vanity is so far away that I'm looking at, so it's not that easy. But I just ended up doing that. So right now I'm about to just curl my edges up, do my edges, and I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup. I really don't want to do makeup because I have not been wearing makeup, but I probably just want to do a little bit of concealer, maybe just a little under eye and my eyebrows, because I just don't want to do too much because I'm not really doing much today. But then it's like, I'm just a girl, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to go to the next question. How do you balance being independent but still wanting love and companionship? So basically, how do you allow your man to lead when you still want to be an independent baddie? That is a very, 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 actually, extremely good question. And that I actually probably still don't know the answer to, because I've been very independent my whole life. Like, I just don't like, okay, like I'm an independent baddie that I always get it by any means possible, no matter, like, not by any means possible, I'm gonna always get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've always been a go-getter, always been the one that's gonna make stuff happen for myself, because if I don't, who is? So I feel like when you're like that as a person already, like when you get with your partner, like you have to, like, it's kind of hard because you're already like that. So now it's like, now you have to depend on somebody else when you're so used to being independent. But then it's like, how could you start depending on people when you're so independent? Like, I honestly have no response to that. Like, just letting your man lead. I feel like, I guess it really just depends on the relationship they build and how secure they make you feel and everything you have going on. And honestly, that's just a question for everybody has to answer for themselves, because I would not say let a man lead that you feel like it's going to lead you to filth. Like, no shade. Like, I just feel like I'm not letting no man lead me, and I feel like you can't even lead yourself to doing stuff you need to do for yourself or your future or whatever, period. And I'm just gonna say that for that. My answer to that would be like, when my man makes me feel secure enough, I guess, like with any aspect of my life, that I can allow him to be that. Because when you start operating in your, I was just talking about this, like everything I've been saying recently, I've been catching myself repeat it. And I realized when you repeat a thing a lot, that's when, you know, so I feel like God is trying to teach you something. But I feel like when you operate in your masculine energy too much, then when you operate your masculine energy too much, you're obviously going to be in your masculine energy. So you're not going to be this soft, sweet girl that is just allowing this man to lead her, because you're already operating in the masculine energy. So how could you go from being super soft to just be, I mean, to being super masculine to just being super soft? Like, it's a drastic change. Like, even how I feel like about my life right now, I feel like that's literally how I've been. Like, I want to be this super soft and outgoing girl, and she's just like allowing, well, I'm not in a relationship right now, but just allowing her man to lead her, to just be this, you know, to feel protected, safe, and everything like that. But I feel like you have to like learn to balance the two before you can even get there. Like, I feel like in order to be in a healthy relationship, you have to learn certain things about yourself prior, or y'all gonna both learn it at the same time, and it might not be a good outcome. Because, yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling right now. I'm trying to do my edges, so what I like to do is just curl them upwards with a little mini flat iron, and then style them with a little bit of She Is Bomb collection edge control. This is my favorite edge control, and I live by her. But I'm not gonna lie, during the summertime, sometimes she gets a little bit to the point where it's like, girl, she's flaking up. Well, not flaking up, but she's coming up. But it's just because, like, I feel like, I don't know what it is that makes edge control stick so much. But once I find out, I will be launching my own, because at this point, I'm tired of freaking spending money on products that's not mine. I ended up doing these little curly little baby hairs. I really be loving when I do that with like my sewings, but I didn't get to do that since, I don't know, we not talking about that right now. I'll fix them up later because they're curling up. When did I realize I was really on my own? And I'm about to start my makeup brush. I feel like when I realized I was really on my own, like, okay, so I had felt like it twice, and I guess it was both like during very, I guess it was a good time that I really realized it. But when I was like 4, I lived with my mom. I was living with, like, before the age of 4, I was living with my siblings and my mom and stuff. We were all living in Pennsylvania. We was living in Jersey, stuff like that. But I feel like from the age of 4, my mom told me that, like, in Pennsylvania, they weren't trying to start me until the next year. So basically saying I was going to get left back if I started out here, and she didn't want that for me. So she made me start school in New York with my aunt, but I was the only one. You know, I was the only one, and I felt alone because, like, imagine going from being with your siblings, your mom, you know, everybody, and then going to live with, like, I knew my aunt, but I didn't know her. Like, this is when I really started to know her, because at that time, I'm like 4. Like, I don't know these people. Like, this is when I just started remembering stuff. Like, I don't know this lady. Who is this? Mind you, she probably done held me, fed me 1,000 times before this, and I'm just not remembering her. So, I had went to her house one day, and she basically was like, my mom just kind of like dropped me off, like, oh, I'm leaving. And I'm like, the hell you going? Like, girl, where we going? And she just was like, oh, you're gonna stay here, you're gonna start school here. And I was excited to start school, but mind you, at that time I was already in pre-K. I had just finished pre-K. I don't remember exactly like how, obviously, but I remember that I just finished pre-K, because obviously pre-K and kindergarten. But then it was just like a whole thing where she was just like, you're staying here, da 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 da. So now the years going by, and I thought it was just, supposedly it was an arrangement for me to just start kindergarten and go to back with my mom or whatever like that, because I already had started, so they can't leave me back if I already started getting seen. But then it was like, I heard, like, as I got older, that wasn't the case. So I guess from there I just kind of realized, like, that was my first time where I felt alone, because I guess I was expecting to go back with my mom. Like, I would go back for holidays, and then I remember, like, having these big court things, and them asking me, like, who I really want to live with. And obviously me being younger, like, I'm like, I want to live with my mom because my siblings is over there. But, like, the older I got, obviously it was obviously deeper stuff. Now, I don't really talk about that too much. But, yeah, so that was the first time I felt really alone. But then I realized when I turned, I can't even say 14. When we first moved back to Pennsylvania, I think I had to have been like 13, 12, not 12, 13. Because I was in like 7th grade. We had abruptly left in the middle of the school year. I think that was like the official time I realized I was alone. Because growing up, my mom always was at work. So I had like I didn't take care of my brothers, but I kind of was like the girl of the house because my mom was always at work and my grandma was obviously older. So I feel like that kind of when I realized I was alone. And I guess when my mental health be bad, I see who's really there for me, who's not. And I feel like when the people don't understand me, I feel like I'm by myself, even though I have a strong team, I guess. But I guess that's the time I could say. Those are like times I could say that I feel most alone. And for this, I'm using my Tarte concealer. I always use this, but it's not even supposed to be used for this. But the shade I'm using is Deep Sand. And I'm looking at my mirror again. I don't know how y'all girls be just like, I don't know how y'all be doing get ready with me and y'all be trying to be all up in the camera. I can't do that. Like, and I think that's what be so bad, because when you talking to the camera, you have to talk to the camera. Like, I gotta talk to you. But I be having a hard time because I don't have a vanity. Like, at least if the vanity was right in front of the mirror, like, it would be like, alright. I mean, the vanity and my camera was right in front of each other, but yeah, we just gotta work what we got today. So I'm about to go to the next question after I finish concealing on my eyes real quick. So give me a second. What advice would I give my 17-year-old self? Advice I would give to my 17-year-old self would be to stop surrounding yourself with people that make you feel less than what you are worth. Because I feel like from a very young age, I always knew I was going to be somebody that had a very impactful life, like not story, but like just a life. Like I'll have a very, like my life will impact a lot of people. Like I didn't know how, I didn't know if it was going to be for my fashion, I didn't know if it was going to be whatever I had endeavored. I just always had that strong gut feeling. So I'm just like, and I just used to hang out with people that made me feel less than. Remember I was telling y'all how people used to call me names and people used to just treat me certain type of ways and move certain type of ways with me, and it made me feel very small. So I feel like to just say advice to my 17-year-old self: hang out with people that fuel you and don't drain you, and basically focus on your goals from a young age, because it's never too early and it's never too late to start something. And you are that bitch, so remember that. period. Say get an education because you never know what small stuff from school you're going to need as an adult. And being a pretty educated black woman in America is the most lethal thing that's the most powerful thing you can be. You hear me? So that's my biggest one, to just be an educated baddie and not let nobody make you feel small. Because at the end of the day, people that try to make you feel small are probably bozos. Thank you. Now I'm going to start asking, I guess, fashion questions. So the next question is, what's your aesthetic right now versus what do you wish it was? So, well, I guess we can say right now as in like the last month or so, prior. So I feel like my aesthetic, like quote unquote right now, I feel like it's very dark. It's not as creative as I would like it to be. I just feel like it's very curated. Like it's not very like, I feel like it's me, but it's just not me. Like it's just dark, it's just sad. I don't feel like that's the lifestyle I'm in right now. I literally just struck that up. Alright, so that's how I be doing my concealer. I literally be messing it up. I normally put the darker one on the outside, but this is like my everyday look. So I like to blend them because I don't have a concealer I really like. The one I did like, I ran out of it way too long ago. So I just be like kind of just scraping this one together. This is the L'Oreal Paris and listen. I don't even know what shade it is. Oh, shade 5. Way too light. Anyway, I feel like, yeah, my aesthetic, like, I feel like my aesthetic, like, now is, like, very dark and gloomy. Like, it's just not how I would typically, like, I feel like now, like, it was just dark and gloomy and stuff like that. I want to dress, like, more brighter because I feel like black is a very depressive color and just, like, simple. Like, I feel like I put myself in this box with my wardrobe and don't nobody want to be in a box, like, with my content or anything. So I feel like that's something I definitely want to start expanding. I actually am. So literally, if it's not before, even probably before this video even comes out, I probably already did it. But I'm going to do a huge closet clean out. Like literally 90% of my closet is probably going to donation, or I'm gonna be selling it. I highly doubt I even want to sell it because I just want to get rid of it so bad so I can start fresh. But I'm definitely doing that before fall starts. That's probably gonna be a video I do as like one of my summer diaries, like just cleaning out my wardrobe and stuff like that, like my closet, my wardrobe and stuff like that. That's just something I really want. Like I don't want to keep putting myself in this box, and I feel like the older I get, the more I realize about myself. And I realized when I kind of went through a depressive time in my life, I just shut down and just went strictly black. I feel like a black is like, what they say, the black is like a hidden color that people use to be mysterious. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what they say, but I just know that I'm tired of wearing black. Your girl is obviously wearing a pink shirt right now. This is just a simple shirt that I like to, I just bought it yesterday to just lounge around and get into the habit of just being brighter, like about everything. Like I feel like I'm a very positive person, so a positive person don't need to be hidden wearing black. Like you need to shine bright like a diamond. You hear me? So, oh, my makeup coming out good. I did a get ready with me a couple weeks ago with my powder puffs because this brand sent it to me. But baby, when I tell you, it was looking like shh. It's just because I was trying to do something I ain't never did before, and that's why sometimes you just gotta stick to the basics. You hear me? But anyway, I feel like, yeah, I just feel like personally, that's my big one for that. So I'm just going to blend this out and go to the next one. Next question is, how do I shop smart but stay stylish? So kind of like the baddie on a budget thing I was saying earlier. Well, I kind of changing my mentality on that now, because quantity over quality, like quality over quantity, quality over quantity, right? That's what it is. I don't know, but I do feel like personally, before I used to like buy a whole bunch of stuff just because I could say I have a lot of clothes. But now that the older I'm getting, I feel like I'm tired of like just ordering a bunch of stuff just so I can have it. Like I feel like I'm getting to the point of my life where it's like, girl, just because you have a lot of something don't mean a lot of something is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like, what I like to do now is I like to kind of I find like one unique piece and I kind of like build onto it, because you want to have a good quality stuff. Like you don't want to just have stuff just to be like, I have stuff. Like if you have stuff, you want to be like, okay, well, I bought this for half of the price from somewhere, but this is going to be a good quality thing, so I can have this for a long time, compared to, oh, I'm gonna just buy a whole bunch of stuff on Shein today because it's cheap and I can have a lot of clothes. No, because you're gonna have a lot of clothes over time that you're not gonna end up like being able to like deal with because it's cheaper. Like, you feel me? So I feel like the more money you spend on stuff is better. So what I like to do now is, like I said, I find one good piece and then I build on from there. So I like to shop at like not that it's like high brand fashion stores, but like I feel like the quality is definitely telling. Shein has been stepping their game up though. I'm not gonna still sleep on Shein, but before Shein was, I just buy like, I go to like higher quality stuff and I just get less because I was just playing like an actual outfit compared to me just buying stuff just because like it's cheaper, unless it's on sale. Because baby, you can't catch me, you can't say nothing. If you get a good sale, babes, you better take that and run with it till the wheels fall up, because baby, I love a good sale. Like, definitely that's like my biggest fashion thing, I could say. So the next one I seen was something like, hold on, where is it? What's one clothing item you'll never wear again? Now that is a very, very good question. It might sound biased because I will never say never again, but I feel like I'm kind of tired of the whole Jordan phase. Like, I don't think I ever been a big sneakerhead girl, but I definitely will say I think I'm retiring my Jordans. Like, it's not really something I would typically wear. Like, I like 11s. I feel like I like 11s, and I think it's 3s. I would wear them, but I wouldn't buy them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they were gifted to me or something like that, or like they have a really good shoe that I feel like could go with a lot of stuff in my closet. But I'm not a typical Jordan person. Like, I'm just not a typical, I don't like dressing like people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like to be unique. Oh wow, my curl dropped for that one. What is something you wish older girls told you before turning 20? I don't know if I answered this or not, but I kind of really like this question and I have good advice on this. I'm gonna give 3 pinpoints on this because, yeah, do my blush because this is my everyday makeup, I guess, because I don't like doing too much. I was gonna put under, we gonna see. Anyway, I'm using the Morphe blush and highlight duo, and then I'm using the Milani shade 120 Coral Crush. I like to use them both because I'm a blush girly. Be very patient with dating. And what I mean with being patient with dating is like, don't rush to be in a relationship, or don't rush to lose your virginity, or don't rush, and even don't rush too. Like, just be patient. Yeah, like, don't rush, be patient with everything you do. Like, when it comes to like a job, a career, like stuff like that, I feel like you have to be really patient with, because you don't know what God is preparing you for. Like, you don't know what God is preparing for you. Like, you know, because you never know. Like, all your friends might be losing their virginity, or your friends might be rushing to get married, or all your friends might be just doing all these things where they're rushing and not being patient. Like, or you see people your age doing certain stuff. Like I was saying earlier, you see people your age doing certain stuff, you're just like, oh my God, like, how come this isn't happening for me? Like, maybe I should just hurry up. And no, take your time. I feel like, what is it? The tortoise always wins the race. Because you just have to be slow and intentional. Another thing is, my second one is to be very intentional with everything you have in your life. Like, when I tell you being very intentional, like, move with intent. Because when you move with intent, you literally, there's nothing better than you could do than move with intent. Like, for real though, like, I literally wish I was more intentional when I was growing up. Because I feel like if I was more intentional, I feel like my life would play out a little bit more differently compared to like now. This is a whole collection, but I like to go on with the Milani all-inclusive eye, cheek, and face palette. And I like to go in with the well, I don't even know what it is now, but it's like, yeah, this one. And I like to like bake with it because I just feel like it just always does me so good. But anyways, I feel like be intentional, don't rush yourself, and honestly, always carry yourself to a high standard. I might have said something like that earlier where it's like fake it till you make it, something like that, but I definitely will say carry yourself to a high standard. Now, what I mean by that is, I'm not saying you need to like go get into like Harvard or Yale or nothing, but definitely just keep yourself up to par. Like, don't give anybody a reason to have anything negative to say about you. I feel like that's a big one that I wish somebody told me. Like, those are 3 big ones I feel like I wish somebody told me before, because I feel like now I had to learn that the hard way. So just take that part as like a big sister advice type of thing. Like, don't rush yourself for things that you feel like. Don't rush yourself. Be intentional and hold yourself to a very high standard. Like, be your dream girl. Like, no, I lied. Okay, I'm gonna give you out 4. This is the last one. Don't settle for nothing in this life. I might have said that in one of my videos before, but we talking about this video today. We don't care about them videos. Do not settle with nothing you do in your life. Like, when I tell you do not settle, like, I'm not even being funny right now. Do not settle for nothing. Not a job, not a dog, not a house, not a car, not a school. Like, don't settle for nothing. Like, if it's not your first 1, 2, it's like, rejection is redirection, yes, but don't settle. Like, say for example, I have the perfect example. Like, the other day, a month ago, this job, they have reached out to me to have an interview to basically be a content creator for them, and I was super excited. I like to put my mascara on after this, but that's the last thing I do. But so I had this job. I was super duper excited to start. Like, when I tell you I was so excited to start, like, I was so excited to start. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, just to even get high. Like, because I was so, like, I feel like I held myself to such a high standard that I know my worth, that when I went in there, I was very confident. Like, I went in there knowing, I didn't even go in there like trying to practice, like, to be faking. Like, I went in there and I just showed up and I showed out. And I showed them my work with my content. Like, I gave them some ideas that I had. I dressed like how I normally would dress. Like, I did dress up, but I did dress like how I normally would dress, like more creative and stuff like that. And I feel like it went really good. Like, it went so good. Now, I had on these long box braids, and I thought that maybe would have been the issue. But literally, I feel like everything went so good. Like, I feel like that's the longest interview I've ever been in. And I don't think it was for the simple fact that it was a content creating position. I think they had me in there because he liked what I was saying. So I was really confident. Like, hold on, y'all. For my highlight, I'm using the Essence bronzer. I really don't know, it's faded. The Essence highlight palette in shade 10 Popping Champagne. Love this highlighter now. It's like this gold shimmery. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was just so excited to go in there. Like, I was just so hyped. Like, I was just like, I didn't really tell anybody. Like, I probably told like 1 or 2 people, which was my uncle, because he had dropped me off, and then probably like my best friend or something like that. I was just super excited. Like, I feel like this was the first time over here, like in Pennsylvania, that I've seen like a job like that. So I was like, I didn't want to settle for less, or a type of job that I wouldn't want to typically do. So I was just like, you know, like, I was very excited for that. Like, I felt like it was just like undeniable that nobody over here does what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a content creator, I am probably like the best content creator. And I just had myself to just a high standard, as you should. And it went so good. So when I left, I was waiting for him to hear back to me, because he was making it seem like he was going to hit me back up. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not really tripping about it, because I feel like I did such a good job. Like, I feel like my work speaks for itself. Like, I am very confident in what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a business just doing that. So I was like, you know what? Okay. So then he never hit me up. Like, he did hit me up probably like 2-3 weeks later, telling myself, oh, well, unfortunately, we decided to move forward with other people. Now, I don't know if it was me being biased that I'm a black person in America, but when I went for my interview, I've only seen other white people. Now, the person that interviewed me, he was like a Jewish white guy. So I was like, But I could tell that, like, the girl that was there, she didn't even look like she wanted to be there. Like, she didn't, like, she just looked, like, all the people there, that just didn't look like they wanted to be there. So I was just like, I don't know, maybe it was just me trying to downplay it. But then, a couple weeks, like probably a month or so later, I still didn't find a job, because like I said, I wasn't just trying to find a job just to be like, all right, I'm making some money from this, like, yeah, I want to have a job where I'm making money. Obviously, everybody wants to make extra money, but I feel like it was just not the stuff that I typically would go for. Like, I would never, I'm not knocking it, but I just don't work in like fast food or stuff like that. That was just not the type of stuff that I wanted to go for, right? So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So a month later goes by, and I'm just randomly one day checking my emails, because I just started feeling like very like weird. Like, I'm just like, all right, like, I'm not hearing nothing back from none of these good jobs that I want to hear from. I wasn't really reaching out either. That's probably another big red flag. Why it's like, girl, why are you not reaching out? But then it was just like, whatever. So I was just like, yeah, I checked my emails, and they basically was like the same job, same person. He was like, hey, we had an interview a while back, I wanted to know if you wanted to come in to proceed the job interview, like basically just going on for the next steps. So basically a month or two went by. Now you want to come back and spin the block. So what it was giving was you had tried to give the job to somebody else, because you literally told me that you was going further with other candidates just for you to double back and be like, well, no, we want you now. And I had to really sit there and really think about it for like a little minute. Like normally when it's a job, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just pick up and get it. But then there was just something about this time that felt very different. Like I'm just sitting there like feeling, you know, like I was just like, I don't know, because everybody's just like, girl, like this is the job you wanted, like da 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 da, like why you didn't just take it? Like obviously they want you now, like da 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 da, it don't matter. And I'm just like, no, because you're selling yourself short. Like, because now it's just like this job is just like, well, she needs a job, here you go, here's a job, now I'm gonna give you the job. But it's like you didn't see my worth the first time, and it's like these jobs don't care about you. And that's another prime example where I was just like, that day on, I was just like, jobs really don't care about you. So when you can't make it to work one day, or you just don't feel like it, I just say don't go. Like honestly, like don't let me be the one to try to motivate you into going to a job, because I am a firm believer that I don't want to work for nobody but myself, because I feel like nobody's gonna like care for you besides yourself like that. Especially not jobs. They just want the work done that they came there for, and they just want their money that they in there for. Other than that, they could give a less a damn about you. So I would definitely say that was a time where I was like, nah, hell nah. And for me, I had texted him, and it's funny because after that I had texted him back, and I was just like, you know, like I was kind of expecting you to reach out sooner. Like I thought it went really well, and then I didn't hear back, and then you told me that basically I definitely called him out on his shit. I was just basically like, you just told me like you didn't want me to be the job. Like you just told me that you gave it to somebody else. Now you're trying to come back. And I feel like ever since then I kind of realized a lot more. I learned a lot more from like not even just him, but like just social media period. I have to fix this piece because it's going to get me so mad. But I feel like I just learned a lot more from social media period. So when he sat there and was like, and I texted him, and I was just basically like, no, yeah, like I just feel like personally da 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 da. You know what's so funny? Because he was texting back fast until I said that. Once I said that, guess what? I said, yeah, but I could come in next Tuesday, because my cousins was up here, and I was not about to sit there and rush to no job for somebody that just put me on the back burner for a whole month. Like you didn't care if I found a job or not. Like you didn't care. So now that I'm just moving how I'm moving, y'all just like up, and they never responded back to me. So I felt like that was just like a sign to just keep your foot down. Like you just never know. Because even to this day, who knows? I could probably be one of y'all editors one day. I do some really good editing. You just never know. Just never sell yourself short. Never settle for less, because you just never know. Maybe that was a way of God telling me like that's just not for you. Because I tell you before, I would have never have second guessed that. Like I would have just went, did it just to build my portfolio up and stuff like that. And it's just like, girl, just don't. Like, do you see me? I am a superstar. Sell myself short. Girl, are you crazy? I really wanted a loose curl look, but I just don't know if I want to comb it out more or curl it up more. I will be right back to answer the last 3 questions, and then we're going to wrap this up. Thank y'all. Okay, so the next question is, what's a silent struggle you've had that no one really sees? I think mental health, like having mental health problems. I never realized that my childhood, I always feel like it always trickles back down to my childhood. I feel like that, not even my childhood, like that past situations that I thought I've healed from, I didn't heal from. And I realized that it be affecting my mental health now as an adult. And it's not really like where it's like I'm reliving certain stuff or I'm going through certain stuff. It's just like little stuff that I feel like I never really physically allowed myself to feel the emotions about how I felt. I just kind of am the type of person that like I'll go through it and then I'll quickly try to get over it. I never really allow myself to feel how I feel. So I feel like that's probably like the biggest one that I could sit there and say. What is the pettiest reason I've cut someone off? petty? Might have been petty. Let me see. The pettiest reason I cut someone off. I feel like if I cut you off, it's for a good reason. Because I'm the type of person that likes community. Like, I love my friends and my family. Like, I'll give you 1,000 chances before I give you none. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just gonna, like, let you be weird where you weird at. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna ghost you. Unless you ask me, because I'm like the type of person that, like, I used to be over explain. Like, I used to over, like, yes, because you did this, this, and this to me, and then I would tell you that, and I expect you to change, and then if you don't, it's just like, oh my god, like, I don't know what I thought. Like, girl, they showed you your true colors at the first time. So I feel like that was, like, the only reason why I'll cut somebody off repeatedly. It's just like girl code with me. Like, I feel like it's just girl code and just being a bad person. Like, because if you're being a bad friend, we don't need to be friends. Because I feel like I'm the best friend that you can have. Like, I'm an everything friend. You don't find those every day. Like, everybody does not deserve to experience every version of you because they probably wouldn't know how to handle it. Like, if you met this girl in a club and all y'all do is link up at the club, why would you expect her to be on her business stuff when she just prioritizes being at the club every weekend? Because that's how you initiate the friendship. Like, that's how you met her. You can't expect her to change like how you would because they're not you, and not everybody deserves to, like, not everybody is allowed to, like, operate like that. So let me think of one more, because this is going to be the last one. I don't really have any more. I just kind of searched up some stuff and I kind of asked out some stuff. So it's basically a lot of stuff that I already know. Y'all already know little stuff about me. I like anime. Probably, maybe I knew that. I watch anime. I'm an anime watcher. Y'all probably guessed that, but if not. Another fun fact about me is I'm 21. I'm an Aquarius. I have 3 siblings. An oldest brother, an older sister, and a younger brother. That I know of, at least. Now stop. I've only ever been in 2 serious relationships in my entire life. I have a boy best friend named Jaheem. I have a girl best friend named Jada. Every time I find myself being close to people, they're either a Capricorn or a Cancer, which is so ironic because both of those signs, they say they're not compatible with the Aquarius, which is just so funny to me. I have a weird obsession with astrology. Like, I feel like my soulmate is a fire sign. I have my kids' names planned out and I don't even have a man. I'm just very, like, yeah. Those are the fun facts of the day. But thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, y'all want to see me do, like, speak about specific topics next time, because I feel like I kind of rambled everywhere today. But if y'all want to see me talk about specific topics, or y'all want to see more story times from me, or just any type of video y'all want to see, like makeup shopping, hygiene shopping, full essentials, full activities, whatever y'all want to see, make sure you comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.